I guess it's more relevant for mixers to be watching the take list, because the file list, it's more about data management, or I rarely compare my file list and my take list back and forth all day long.
Okay.
Basically, I'm checking with the script supervisor. So I'm saying, okay, I have slate 7 take 2. Oh wait, hey Scripty, did we record slate 7 take 1? Oh, that was 7. Oh, okay, let me go in and edit it. So then you could make adjustments as you go.
Okay, if I messed it up.
And really what I'm looking for is just the consistency in the takes.
Yeah.
And you edit that there in this menu.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
So I would go in I would select that one that I want to edit.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it, Scripty? It was take 1? Okay, so
And that's
switch
something
this.
you'd want to catch sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And it's not, apocalyptic if there's a mistake, but obviously you don't want mistakes.
Yeah.
It doesn't delete the footage, is what I'm saying, if you
Okay.
make a mistake. All right, so
As for printing, right?
yeah, I lost track of what I was
No,
doing.
it's okay.
Okay, so back to file list. So I'd go in that card. I'd go in that folder where my takes are, or where my files are. Option. Create sound report.
And so when I use my card reader and put that on, like, PC, Mac, whatever, would it just say, what would it look like, I guess?
You'd have a folder full of audio files, whatever .wave, named as you name them. And then at the bottom you'd have, I think it's a Excel spreadsheet format.
Okay, and that would have my scene numbers and everything?
Yeah. So
And all the
you'd open it,
information?
it would be like a CSV file or whatever. You double click it, open up, and it would have every file recorded. And in every file, it'll tell you the slate and take info. It'll tell you every track name,
Okay.
how many mics were being used. Pretty much all info that this device can give the editor, it'll give the editor
Okay, and
for
that,
every take.
and do I make a sound report at the end of every day?
Mhm.
Okay,
In the daily folder for every day.
and the daily folder. What was that?
The way this is going to get set up,
Mhm.
shouldn't need to change it. I would actually be surprised if this is set up incorrectly right now. So we're in the file storage submenu, folder options.
Oh yeah, no.
Top,
When
mid,
we went through
bottom.
this, that like on your list, daily was the one that it was already default, but it was just like something that you already put there. So we'll do dailies for sure, and it's daily every day, obviously. Makes sense. Nothing diff changes for the last day. It's always daily.
Yeah, and I remember when I first saw this top level medium, that didn't click with me. But do you guys get what that means? It's like you have one folder, and then
top?
in that folder you have multiple daily folders. The terminology is a bit strange, but
Oh, so top level is like the main, not the zip, but like the main
mother
directory.
folder, main
Yes.
directory, mother folder,
Okay.
root of the folder, what have you.
That makes sense.
And then in there, your mid level is going to be daily, a folder for every day.
Okay. And bottom level's done.
Yeah, we just don't need a third level of subfolders, so why?
Makes sense.
So, if you're recording on the camera, but say they forget to record on here, is sound still being recorded through the camera?
It would be, but it
Okay.
would just be one, whatever you're saying, one mono signal.
okay.
So it would just be, if we're just sending boom, it would just be boom. So that would mean no lavs. It would also mean lower quality audio because it's wireless, and the
Yeah.
nature of wireless is always going to introduce extra noise and quality issues.
So ideally, like,
It's not, and then again, the preamps on the camera are not the best, the circuitry. So there are extra little kinds of noise being added to it along the way. So through the wireless channel, through the additional, this colors the sound. The receiver degrades the quality to an extent. So yes, it will still be recorded on camera. It'll just be not ideal
We have-
audio
Okay.
quality.
so we have this connected to a bunch of mixed pre's, and if we wanted to connect one of these to the camera directly, like you said, we would use the cord like that, into the camera. So how do we have this in here and have another one so it can go to the camera at the same time? We wouldn't. Or would
What do you
we?
mean another one?
Well,
Another
because
one?
if we have one of these, and then we have this cord connected to the camera, where is that? Where is it connected to? Where's the receiver? Or not the receiver? The
I mean on the camera,
yeah.
instead of plugging into something like you could
Oh,
literally
yeah.
just plug. You're a camera. I'd plug in.
Oh, okay.
That makes
So,
sense. That makes sense because it's
like,
just
If we're
yeah.
using the easy
Oh my
way,
god.
we're just plugging that into the camera, right?
Yeah, instead of an
this-
XP, it's a
there isn't,
camera.
like a large cord like going
Yeah.
to here.
So that would be a way to do it wirelessly,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's an option.
Okay.
I mean, I think a lot of crews may opt for a hardline XLR most of the time, like provided you're not handheld.
Because like,
Or you could just for your handheld shots go wireless to camera.
If we wanted to be wired in, then where would it be plugged in?
So in that case, what we would do, we would have two XLR outputs, right? So we're taking one of them. We'd keep that one
For the
for boom ops or whatever.
yeah.
it doesn't matter which one we put it in.
That's So it does. Well, it's a hard question to answer unless I say something else first. So.
Oh, okay.
This gives us one other output, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to answer that question, it depends how you pan each track, right?
But we're not panning, right?
Are we not?
Like, because it's all pre-faded, so we're not going to touch these at all, are we? No?
What does pan mean?
Pan means just doing that on the faders, no?
Pan means left ear or right ear. Or left
Oh,
speaker.
so if we keep it centered, which is what we plan to do.
Exactly. So keeping this so right now it's sending hard left,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Jesus.
Boom, hard left. Channel 1, hard left. So nothing's really okay. We are using the left channel. Okay, fine. Just like normal for boom, as we've been taught to do. Now, if we were going to send out of this for wireless and out of this side for a hardline cable, all we have to do, instead of panning this just to this output, like you said, Chris, we pan it center.
If we wanted to have it to the camera, would everything be centered?
So that would mean everything on channel 1, anything coming into that channel 1 input is now centered, meaning it's coming out above.
Okay. If we had
So-
everything centered, like every lab. and
Yeah.
every
Do we
dome.
need everything centered?
No, ideally, it's better to just send one thing at a time to the camera. Like
yeah.
I wouldn't want to send my boom and all my labs, and like this is too much.
Okay, so would we want to just like have the boom be centered and
So-
and the labs be like right or left?
You would